What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're gonna work on disconnecting my collectors today, as well as the starter. Getting closer and closer to the pulling of the motor. I'm getting really excited. I'm actually really proud of the process so far. I feel like I've gotten a decent amount done, so we're kind of going right in stride. While I was taking these off, I was a little surprised at how loose they were. I have to go back and look at my notes. I don't think there was like a torque spec on them, and I'm hoping that maybe it was just because of all the heat cycles it's gone through over this year. Maybe that's why they loosened up. Not too sure. I'll be sure to make sure that they're tightened. I'm gonna pull out the gasket in a little bit, and you know, if you, it looked fine to me. Again, I don't really know exactly 100% what I'm looking at, so don't know if it's helpful or not. But if you guys see something on that gasket that just doesn't look right, please let me know. Also in the front, I got the sway bar and steering brace. Those are a huge increase in just stability with this car. I definitely recommend it for anybody who has one of these cars or just got one. The steering box has a tendency to start to crack just because of the amount of flex, and with this being a convertible, I'm sure you can understand it even has even more flex than just a hard top or a T-top. So definitely, one of the first mods I would make is get that steering brace in there. I upgraded the sway bar as well. This is a 91 Z28, so it actually had a pretty decent size sway bar in the front, but we all know what that stamped steel is good for. Nothing really. So still upgraded that, which was really good. And then on the top of the motor, you haven't seen it, but there's a BMR strut tower brace. Works out well. It's my son's initials as well, so I love that. It always takes it a little bit and, you know, get you in the heart. But, yeah, in about a moment, you're going to have to look at the back of my head that looks like a fucking ball bag. Nothing more humbling than looking at your own bald spot. Oh, it's so bad. The brake setup I have running is the Bear 2 caliper classic series with the 13-inch rotors. Great kit. Came with the spindles and everything. I actually noticed today that they went on sale. And then I realized it looks like they just increased the MSRP of the thing just to discount it a little bit, which I thought was kind of comical. But no, they've been great. I still have the drums in the back. Yeah, I was struggling with one of the bolts here. Funny story for anybody who watched the Alvin and the Chipmunk rendition of me working on this thing, which is episode 6. At one point, you probably hear a lot of banging, and as I said before, like I just got like a Craftsman mechanic tool set that I bought like 10 years ago when I first bought my house, and it has like 3 drawers on the bottom. And during transportation at some point, some of my wrenches and sockets got behind the back of it. And it's just a cheap toolbox. I can't take out the drawers. So I was looking for a particular wrench. I couldn't find it anywhere. And I just lost my shit on the bottom drawer of that thing. Took a hammer to it, just ripped it right out. There's my nut bag of a back of a head. And only to come to find out that actually the wrench I was looking for was on my workbench. So, yeah. But the good news is I was able to get the rest of my ratchets and wrenches that I couldn't see. I swear the back of my head almost looks like a piglet's nose at some point. Oh, Jesus. Well, I hope this is as entertaining for me as it is to you. It's really not entertaining. It's humbling. Jesus. Maybe I should just give it up. But struggling with this bolt. This bolt was kind of a pain in the balls. Just got kind of wedged in there. But was able to pop it out. No issues there. I got to say, I appreciate everybody's kind words. The other day, some of you might be actually watching now, but the other day I posted a couple posts on some of the third-gen forums that I'm in, and it was comical. One of the administrators and I were chatting back and forth, and he was like, dude, just be ready. Just be ready. They're going to come at you building the 305. And surprisingly, I was amazed at the amount of interest and how many people thought it was a really cool idea. So thank you very much. It was awesome to see. Greatly appreciated. Love the support. This whole culture is, I think, fantastic. I'm fairly new to it. I bought this car back in 4 years ago now. Bought it out of Ohio, and it's been a labor of love the whole way through. It's funny. My cousin makes fun of me all the time. The minute I got it, it was all stock. I'm sitting there going, dude, I ain't touching this thing. This thing is cherry. This thing, it's all original. Like, nope. And then we decided to drill 2 holes through the top of the engine bay to install the strut tower brace. And that's where it all started. Next thing you know, I'm changing out rear control arms. Then went to the front suspension. With the starter, there were 3 bolts holding everything in, all the wires. So 2 of them were a 1/2 inch, and then I believe one was the final one. Don't quote me on this. I don't have my notes in front of me, but I believe it was a 1/4 inch. And after I got those out, it took me a little bit to get one of the nuts. It was just in an awkward spot. It was hard to get my wrench right on it, but when I finally did, it came right off. And then just pulled the rest of the wiring harness through the top of the engine bay.